Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We're doing a balanced world. It's mapped by Debre. 3-minute time challenge. And we're actually doing this a lot earlier than I normally record. It is currently like 8 o'clock in the morning. And we're doing that because we do have some strong wind advisories moving into the area. I've already received a text message saying to get ready for the chance to not have power. So I'd rather have this recorded and hopefully get it out to you guys before we lose power. I don't think this is Russia. I think this is going to be the Slovakian flag with the crest in the middle. But I can't actually make it out on this particular flag. Does that mean we're in Russia? No. It really doesn't feel Russian, does it? It doesn't to me. And maybe I'm wrong here, because it's early in the morning and I'm not used to stuff like this. We do have Nova Gorica and Kranjska Gora. Maybe we'll be able to find either of these names. I'm not going to put my money on it. Mainly because these are two names I've never really heard of before. I could assume they're probably kind of small, right? Like, we don't really have any road numbers on here. And this doesn't actually mean these are town names, although Nova Gorica definitely sounds more of a town name than Kobarid. But does that mean we know where we are? No. Does that mean we're in Slovakia? No. Because the Slovenian flag, I believe... Oh, here's Slovenska Bistika. Definitely a little bit different if you look at the combination, but we do have the Kranjes. So maybe that moves us over here. Fuck. It's the fact that it's early in the morning. I don't think my brain's fully there yet. This is gonna be fun. Here's Kranjiska Gora. Okay. So that should be to our south? I'm surprised we even saw this. What about Nova Kobarid? Is that in this general area? We found Bled, Bovek, Baviskia. I don't see the Nova Gorica, which is new something, right? Isn't Nova new? Fuck. Well, that's actually going to be to our west, so we could be over here, I suppose. Along 201, perhaps, maybe over by Log. And actually, it ends up being a lot further south. Here's Bovek. Not a lot further, 16 miles, 27 kilometers. I'm surprised we were able to find this. That actually was pretty good. So then that was the Slovenian flag. So then I gotta get good with flags, man. Granted, we couldn't see a lot of it, so I'm not really gonna hold it against us. It does look like we are on the right-hand side with Monte Azul on the ambulance. I believe that's gonna put us in South America. It could be Portuguese. There's the 38, so that's an area code inside of Brazil. I don't know if it's Sao Paulo, but I think it's close to Sao Paulo. I don't see anything else. We do have the Rio Garapua, but I don't know where the Rio Garapua is. These could all just be town names. No county code. Maybe it would be the state. State's probably a better way to describe it. So if you go around Brazil, you should be able to see the road markings on the sides, and they should, depending on how major of a road it is, have the state code on it. And then that would allow us to then pinpoint the state we are in. We are currently guessing the state we are, mainly due to the area code. I'm not good with area codes. You guys definitely learned that over the years. So, I know Brazil's going to have a 3-8, right? So, MGC, that's what we wanted. So, MGC doesn't exist. Unless it's down where we are. Well, here's MG, so we're in Minas Gerais. I don't know what the C stands for. Unless that's like a county inside here, or it's over here somewhere. 122, here's 135, 250, 116, 101, but that looks like it's out of it. 116 again. Oh god. We could look over here as well. 400s, 200s, 50, 40. We're going to zoom in a little bit more. 135 is still here. 122. So we're on 122, maybe by Montes Claros. It's basically from here to here, it looks like. Somewhere along that line. We're on kilometer 82, although that's not too helpful. Can we now find a distance to a city or a town name along the roads? We only have 30 seconds. And it's actually going to be one of our better Brazilian guesses. Although, we should probably go back to one of those original signs. So you could probably figure out a town name from that. Although this looks like it's an welcome sign. So, Boracharya. No, that's like a handyman, isn't it? Fuck. Alright, well, we gotta just hope we have a good guess down. Are we on the actual road? We are now. I'm hoping for some fucking luck here. And 68 miles off, so it ends up being a lot further north. Over by Mato Verde, which we were heading south, so we would have gone north. We should have been able to find the town name, because that doesn't look like it's too far away from us. We went south because we're smart. But we do have an extra 500 points, so we are in first place over Bentley Aaron currently. But will that stay? I'm not too sure. Arabic and English, it's either the UAE or Jordan. Based on the black and the white, we're in the UAE. So let's just write on down here. I believe that tells us something. Al Humadia Road. I think it's 191. It's a little 161. What does this one say? This one says Dubai is to our south and Sharjah is to our south. So we're up here. It doesn't tell us a distance though. It just tells us that it's south on 311. Here's 311. So we could be over here a little bit more. I guess. This one maybe will have a distance. Does not, but that's 311 again. And that's 182. Can we find a 311 182? It might be Jeddah Street. Here's 611 and 311. This is 161, right? 161. Ooh, fuck. I don't think it's going to be this far north. I don't. It's East 311. We know it's got to be East 311. Here's 11. Here is an unmarked Al Shodahada. And we got a lot of small roads coming off of it. What is the opposite direction of Dubai? We have Al Zora and the Al Jurf Industrial Zone. That has a number next to it. So can we find Al Zora? Al Jurf Industrial. Al Jazeera. It doesn't even look like it's coming up. We need to follow. Well, that's 11, right? So it could be over here more. Because then we're near Sharjah and Ajman. But that says E11's to our north. So maybe it is this. Maybe it is this intersection. That says 182. Oh, man, there's so many small fucking roads. I know we haven't left this area, but this has so much good information. And then that way is the Al Jurf Industrial Zone, and that says 3 on it. What about this one? 136 to our south, 11 to our north. Dude, these I don't even know where 136 is. A lot of these numbers we're not able to find, and it might be because they're really small roads like this. So that doesn't look like a traffic circle. I feel like we're on a side road around this area, but down here maybe. And it does end up being to our west more. in between 411 and 311 on roads that really aren't marked too well, right? Like, these don't have any numbers anywhere, and maybe I'm just lagging, but there's nothing. There's nothing here to tell me whatever those numbers that we weren't able to find exist. And it looks like Bentley Aaron does get a better score than we did. We still have a little bit based on Brazil. Right-hand side, yellow divided line again. Kind of feels like maybe Argentina. What do we have here? We have Mexico. So we're somewhere in Mexico. What do we got? We got the Secretary de Communications and Transport. It doesn't help us. The Gobierno de la República. It doesn't help us. There's probably something on the crest. Unless Gobierno is a region, which it could be. We have Guerrero. I can't even pronounce this shit, man. It could be a region. Very well could be. Here's something that is nowhere close to the spell. Perfect. We needed a G-O. We found G-U everywhere. Everywhere. So, not something that's going to help us. At least, I don't think it's going to help us. It's not. Alright, so then that doesn't help us. We do have Carretera, but that might not be anything based on how much information we're actually finding. AMS, not helpful. It's just a bus company. This could be the same sign. It is. That's gotta be something then, man. Unless it's just talking about like the project to build a bridge or refurb or something. It doesn't feel like the middle of Mexico based on the amount of trees around here. I feel like it's going to be down here more, over kind of where the Mayans were. Mainly because when you think of like, I don't know, ancient Mayan ruins and surrounded by dense jungle and rainforest. With the palm trees, I feel like we're near a coastline. So I don't think I've ever just seen palm trees in the middle, not without water kind of nearby. We got Nuxo on 200. That should be something we could find. I'm hoping. Although, I've said that a lot, and it's not always true. I'm also looking for 200 at the same time. 199's down here. Does that mean 200's down here? No, because 196 is over here. We also got 180. 150, or is that 15D? 15D. So let's zoom in a little bit more. 196, here's 200. Does that help us? Not really. Does that put us more in a general region? Yes. Then we need to find Nuxco. I don't even know where 200 fucking goes, man. Just kind of follows the coast, it looks like. How far does it go? I don't know, but it looks like we are lagging because this just isn't loading. That sucks. Alright. Well, and it ends up being a little bit further to our west. Here's Nuxco. I think we lagged out around here. So, not surprised. Not surprised at all. But we do have a decent guess in. And we might have a lead by like 20 points, or we might be losing by like 20 points. It's going to be real close. Colorful Bridge. It feels like we're on the left-hand side based on that motorcycle. Although the motorcycle's now gone. It's probably Southeast Asia. Indonesia? God, I hope Indonesia drops on the left. I know you guys have told me this the past, I don't know, 7 videos. Plus further back. I think it's actually going to be Malaysia. Where Indonesia drives, and I've like committed it to memory, and then this happens. We have the Sulawesi province of Tengah, and Sulawesi is over here, so it's definitely Indonesia. Tengah, I think, is west, which is why we're kind of here, and then so it's because I forget what east is. I'm pretty sure this is west, Tengah. So that's us entering the Western Province, I think. or we're leaving. Because I don't know what Selamat Datang is, but it kind of sounds like welcome to. At least that's what I would assume it meant. So I think we have a decent guess. There's the flag of Indonesia if you need it. But what else do we got? Not much. And to be honest, we haven't really been in Sulawesi quite a lot whenever we get Indonesia. We typically go with East Java or Sumatra for no real good reason. But I believe most of this has coverage, I want to say. I could be wrong, though. I could be very wrong. But Indonesia is moving their capital of Jakarta over to Borneo, and I believe it's going to the eastern half. But I think it's more central, because they have to move their capital because of rising sea waters, and their capital is going to be flooded in 50 years. So we're not we, but they have to basically make and design a brand new city, build it to completion, and have it ready for everybody to move in within the next 50 years. And I believe they just started the planning of it. And that includes like road designs and all that nonsense. So you have to really be careful when it comes to city planning, as most people who do plannings of cities will tell you. Because I'm sure you've been to some cities where the road layout itself is just really confusing. One of the easiest things to do really is the grid pattern, and you'll see that a lot in the United States cities, where it's just, you just make a grid, and that's it. Congratulations. But how far do you make a grid? Pretty far. So I guess it ends up being north. Not... No, that's central. So we entered central. That is the weirdest fucking layout ever. Alright, so we do end up losing. Bentley Aaron does get a better score. However, we do get the island correct, and that's pretty important. But we're 340 miles off, which is pretty big. So we're actually going to lose by about 1,500 points. And Bentley Aaron walking away, actually 1,200 it looks like, with a 1,200 point lead on us. Not bad, but we do come in second, which is really good. Beerlingo coming in third, not even 150 points behind us, so very good. Scribbles not too far behind Beerlingo, and then Wolfchecker not too far behind from that. Real tough, guys. Real tough. Taurus coming in 6th, followed by Martin in 7th, Cedric Tiger in 8th. Martin and Cedric had very close scores, as you guys can see. 11th of turnaround at 18-3. Carl's at 14-7, and then Bo at 12. So it looks like South America, I'm going to call Mexico, North America, because that's what it is. Not the best for Carl's. So Carl's, I hope you are able to get some clues and some tips on how we were able to determine where we were. And maybe it comes down to we got lucky and we saw some signs. And maybe what we're able to inform you guys about actually helps us. But that is going to be where we call it for the day. We do have, hopefully, a full Twitch today, although this is going up after. But the wind is picking up. We're expected to have gusts upwards of 65 miles per hour, which is really fast. So I can imagine some people losing power. I'm going to hope that we don't, because I do like to stream for you guys, and I do have fun doing it, and I hope you guys have fun watching it. But I do enjoy it, so I don't want to delay today, especially since it's weather, and like weather happens. Maybe I'm going to have to move to California, and then I just have to deal with wildfires, right? That's what all the big people do. They move to California because the internet's great out there, and they don't have shitty weather like this all the time. But until tomorrow, guys, I do hope you all enjoyed. Continue to wash your hands. The curve is apparently getting flattened. I don't see it, but apparently that's what's happening. But until tomorrow, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.